Shri Parashakti Vidyala CBSE Class 8 Subject English.
Students, all of you take the page number 37, Glimpses of the Past. Before you read, here are some pictorial glimpses of history of our country from 1757 to 1857. These pictures and speech bubbles will help clarify your understanding of the conditions that led to the ever known as First War of Independence in 1857. At a function in Delhi, "Oh, my countrymen, let your eyes fill with tears as you recall the sacrifices of Indian matrons. The Company Conquestors 1757." You have to read this page, and summary of this page is it's a picture story. It recalls the story of freedom through the pictures. It also explains idea that led to the first war of independence in 1857. At the function in Delhi, Lata Mangeshkar sang patriot song Aaye Mera Watan Ke Lagun. She called upon the Indian to recall his tearful eyes, the sacrifices of Indian freedom fighters. The English East Indian Company came to India for trade, but with its superior weapon of diplomacy, they extended its power in the 18th century. Indian princes were divided and short sighted. The people in India had no peace due to constant fight among the states of the country. They sought the help of English merchants to defeat each other. Their rivalries helped the company to defeat and subdue the Indian princes one by one. A far-sighted rulers like brave Tipu Sultan of Mysore fought the British till he died fighting. Now, Indians react to the conquests made by English company. Some of them thanked God as well as the British for restoring the peace in country and stopping looting. They said their destiny as linked with the English. But there are others who felt unhappy. They complained that the white mass had killed or dethroned their kings. No doubt some kings were bad, but others all they were Indians. Under the white rulers, they had become slaves. Now all of you take the page number 40 and 41. Summary of these pages. Some religious leaders support the social evils such as untouchability and child marriage. They forbade crossing the seas and going abroad. A few said that women were to blame of all the misery. The truth was that Indian had lost self-respect. The white hated and disbelieved them. The English were merchants first. Their aims was to make a quick profit. They imposed heavy taxes on the farmers. They sent many farmers to jail for failing to pay their taxes arrears. They destroyed the Indian cottage industries also in order to sell goods manufactured in England. They exempted all goods imported from England from duties. Thus, they ruined Indian artisans and their business. Rajaram Mohan Roy, a learned social reformer from Bengal, understood what was wrong with the country. He called upon the people to feel proud of their ancient culture and get a society rid of silly superstitions. He pointed out that all religions preached the same thing. He understood the importance of social and modern knowledge. He started newspapers, but the British stopped them in 1823. He crossed the seas and went to England to see what made the British so powerful. He then adopted the middle path and he agreed to accept the British as rulers, but they must remember the responsibility of rulers towards their subject. And take the page number 40 and 41. You have to read this pages. This is very simple English. You have to read this one and you can understand. Okay. And now the summary of 40 and 41 pages. From 1765 to 1835, the British continued to oppress Indians. In 1880, they passed a resolution under which an Indian could be jailed without trial. The British officers in India drew huge salaries and also made a fortune in private business. As a result, Britain prospered while Indian industries began to decline. Governor General Benedict wrote back home about a starving cotton weavers. Indians were taught Persian and Sanskrit. In 1835, an Englishman named Macaulay recommended the teaching of English in India. English education produced clerks who were given pretty job, but it also produced a set of intellectuals. They said that Indians should learn English. They should improve their economic condition and then convey their grievances to the British Parliament. By 1856, the British had conquered the whole India. They cared little about the welfare of Indian kings and rulers become puppet of British. The people had lost all jobs and land. They felt the needs of drive the white them out. Now take the page number 42 and 43. Summary of these two pages. The Sandals revolt in 1855 and killed many Europeans. The Indian soldiers in British army were also dissatisfied because they were poorly paid. They were sent to other countries. Sopi Mangal Pandey attacked the white and was hanged. Thousands of others Sipais were also put in chain. The Brahmin soldiers came to know that their bullets had fat of cow and pigs. The message was sent to from village to village to get ready for the revolt. The Sipais marched to Delhi and accepted Emperor Bahadur Shah as their head. Now take the page number 44, the last page. Summary of this page. The rebellion spread, many landlords also joined it. Begum Hasad's Mahal of Lucknow and Asimullah Khan, Peshwa Nana Sahib, Kunwar Singh of Bihar pitched a battle all over North India. So did the people in Bareilly, Kanpur and Allahabad. This marked the beginning of Indian First War of Independence. This is the lesson, glimpses of the past, and you have to read this lesson. And I'm also giving the question answers of this lesson. You have to write this question answers in your English note. Thank you, children.